Hi, how are you doing? This is Pastor Cheryl. I thought I'd make just a regular little homily today and make it longer than the little shorts because the shorts are too short to say anything. We are doing healings at Gennesaret today. Matthew 14:34 through 36. And when they had crossed over, they came to a land at Gennesaret. And when the men of that place recognized him, they sent around to all that of that region, and brought to him all that were sick, and besought him that they might only touch the fringe of his garment. And as many as touched it were made well. Wouldn't it be something to have Jesus here today, going from, community to community and having people come out and be made well? Maybe he'd go in hospitals. I mean, that's what I would do. Go in hospitals. If you want to heal people, go in hospitals. And go, through emergency room and the other floors and just make everybody well. I often thought that would be really something to have that gift of healing to do that. And as crazy as it may seem. And anyway, I told my group, my little house church, it was just a small group. House churches average about 6 people, half dozen. And so I've been doing the house church thing for about 30 years. We started out, we had maybe about a dozen people, 15 to a dozen that would come. And that's way back when I was a lot younger and still in seminary. And then I went on to seminary and came back, and we still had a fairly good crowd. Remember, I was younger back then. I attracted younger people. Now I attract people my age, and people my age don't seem that enthused to go anywhere. And it is hard to get them to go someplace and to come over here and whatever. I'm at the top of a staircase now. It's a nice apartment, but I'm upstairs. And so that is going to be a deterrent to older people, handicapped, and, they gave me a year lease, so next fall, perhaps I'll find something on the ground floor. And we'll continue on the ground floor. Okay. And so, but I'm in a little house that it's brown, and we always kind of thought of it as the forgotten house. This is the forgotten house. For years, it has looked like what it is now. It looks kind of like it's forgotten. And a lot of people just drive by. You tell them the address, and they will drive by because it doesn't stand out. And so I made the numbers larger on the outside of the house, larger and darker, so people could actually see the number on the house, so they could actually find it. But yes, I live in the forgotten house. And but the inside is very nice. It really is. It's lovely. It would be wonderful to be able to watch Jesus in action, from back then. I always thought it would be kind of neat to go into a time machine and see him in action, healing people. And the question is how do you do it? How do you do these things? And so I did. I asked him. Now and then, Jesus will actually visit. And so the last time I asked him, how do you do these things? How do you, was raised from the dead. And I was concerned. That's why he showed up. I was concerned when I looked at the shroud, which it was made very clear by AI, and it showed how beat up he really was with, being scored with that whip with the little pieces of metal on it that flicked off parts of skin. Well, that's terrible. And there was no reason for them to do that. Now you think about that. There was no reason for them to do that. He was a nice man, right? He was a really nice person. So they decided to kill him. It doesn't make sense to me. But when I asked him, how do you do these? How are you doing this? Even resurrecting yourself from the dead. And he said, I willed it. He willed it. How do you will something? I don't know. I wouldn't know. But I would love to have that gift of healing. Wouldn't you? Yeah. And so, anyway, today it was a little nicer out, and I could actually get out there and rake those great big leaves that just fell all 2 nights ago from the catalpa tree. Just all of a sudden, boom, there they were. Boom, all these leaves came down and covered the ground, and put away my picnic sets. We're expecting winter pretty soon. We're expecting a lot of snow. And we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. And I'm just inviting people, just left and right. Hey, I'm going to cook up a big turkey. Come on over. Just come on over. And, and then I'll set up the big table out just outside the back door. We have like a little courtyard. We don't have a backyard here. We have just like a little courtyard. And then, if it's nice, we can go out and just kind of lounge around out there and come up here and lounge around up here and sing songs. This group really loves to sing. Boy, do they ever. But anyway, I will see you tomorrow. And bye-bye.